A backing board is what it sounds like. It is a board that you put as a backing behind a print or a photograph, a document, any type of flat item that you want to store or display, frame, mat, etc. All right, so these two are examples of a use of a backing board inside a crystal clear bag. They have 2-ply as the backing board and 4-ply as the window. So then you could put these on display somewhere to sell them. You could put them in a portfolio box. Of course, these are all archival. All the options I'm going to show you are acid-free, lignin-free, and buffered. And the buffering just means it has extra acid-fighting properties because of the calcium carbonate that's added to it. So this one here is the thinnest and, of course, the least expensive. It is called white cardstock. And it's listed in 2 locations on the website. You can find it under paper, and you can find it under binder pages because we sell it as an insert to go into pocket pages if you decide you want to do that. These are conservation mat boards. They are the less expensive version of mat board that we sell. This here is the 2-ply. It's fairly thin. It's 1/32 of an inch. And this is the 4-ply, which is what most people use for their window mats, and that is 1/16 of an inch. Also 1/16 of an inch is a relatively new product we're offering. This is our archival box board that we use to make our metal edge boxes. And we offer it in sizes of 8x10 through 16x20 as a backing board. So it is less expensive if you want a 4-ply, very heavy board for backing. It's less expensive than a 4-ply mat board. And lastly, we have 1/8 inch acid-free foam board. All right, so say we want to just store this print, and we grab a 3-sided sleeve made out of polypropylene. And you can see that this cardstock fits in nicely. It's 14-point cardstock that we have in white. And so as you can see, it just adds a little bit of rigidity and support in the sleeve for the print. There's no saying you have to use support. You could take it out and just use the sleeve for the print, but it is a little bit more likely to be damaged without this backing board underneath it. We could also opt for a 2-ply. So as I mentioned, this is conservation board. It's made from purified wood pulp versus our museum board, which was made out of 100% cotton. So as you can see, that is definitely a heavier board than the cardstock. Obviously, you're going to pay more though for a 2-ply mat board. So that's a good backing. I don't know if the 3-sided sleeve is going to accommodate a thicker board. We can see. All right, so this is the 4-ply pearl, and it does still fit in, but it's a pretty snug fit in these bags. So you couldn't go any thicker than that size of a backer. So the box board comes with gray on one side, white on the other. It's your decision how you would like to use it in the bag if you choose this type. If you flip it over and have the white on the back, then you can write information if you want. I would say if you're going to use this box board, it's a little snug for these 3-sided sleeves. It might fit, but I'm not going to struggle with it right now. We are going to move on to using the slightly larger, same material. These are 3-sided sleeves, as I mentioned, and these are called crystal clear bags, and they are made of the same material, 3mm polypropylene. These are both for 8x10s, but the crystal clear bag is just slightly larger, and that's because it's popular for putting matted prints in it. So that gives you a strong support. The way these bags work is they have a peel back adhesive on the back of the bag, and then you just fold your flap over and you can reopen it and close it as needed. So these are great for, as I mentioned earlier, selling prints. All right, so I showed you these, and this, like I said, is 2-ply backing, 4-ply window, and I want to show you that a 4-ply board and a foam board can also fit inside these bags. For the sake of this, I'm going to pretend that there is a window in this one. Okay, as you can see, I've been struggling a bit to get this in, but it is large enough to have my print, the foam board, and a 4-ply mat, which normally obviously would have a window cut out of it, and then you would just fold it over, seal, like I mentioned, and then it's ready. If you're selling a print, you can note on the back or wherever you like the name, the title, the maker, and also that it is matted in archival supplies and ready to be put into a frame. People, I think, really appreciate that. Also, let's see, we're going to take this one out so I can show you how the backing board is used with this. So, as you can see, it's hinged. We used Tyvek hinging tape here for this one. And so you should be able to see that it is attached to the backing board with 19mm polypropylene corners that are archival and safe. That means you can take this print out, do something else with it if needed, and it doesn't hurt the print at all. Let's take a look at using inserts and binder pages. We have a thing we call print and slide pages. We also call them pocket pages. It has 3 4x6 pockets, so it will hold 6 4x6 prints. And since the prints are the same size as the pocket, you don't really need an insert unless you decide you want one. This one is the same page, but we're using it to house smaller images. And so I used the black cardstock, which is our thinnest. We also have it in gray and then the white. So the black is 9-point. So if you use the black, some people like just the way it looks, but also it will take up less room in your binder and you'll be able to get more pages in. Plus, when you put a cardstock in, it gives you room to write information about the photographs. And as you can see, this one fits the old Polaroid size, which is 4 inches wide. And that's it for backing boards.